Nokia, proud sponsor of the Nokia Sugar Bowl, is pleased to present this commemorative video of the 2003 LSU National Championship season. Nokia, connecting people.
Hey guys, get ready for 2 minutes.
Run alert! This time it does. It is caught by Blake, I believe. Breaks one tackle, then another down the far sideline and off the bench. Running room across 35-40, midfield, 40, 35-30, 25-20. He's looking, he throws it down deep, and there's Skyler Green. He's got it! Touchdown! Tigers! Cowan quickly over the middle, complete, intercepted. Back to 20, 15, 10, 5, 10, 1. Touchdown! Throw, and he does. It is caught by Drayton, and he is in for the score! Gets the handoff, turns the corner, tries to go to the outside. He's streaking down the far sideline. He scores! Tigers are the national champion!
Go! Stay low, stay low. First down.
The LSU players actually began preparing for the 2003 season just 3 weeks into the new year. After 6 months of dedicated and intense effort, the Tigers were in prime condition when preseason camp opened in August.
Drive out. Well up.
I think everybody is really excited to make it a team effort this year, and I think it's a good thing that we have a lot of different leaders on the team. And I think one thing that this team's done better is that everybody's kind of being more accountable for themselves, and I think that's kind of what you strive for.
We were real competitive over the summer, and it's shown into camp how competitive we are. And I think everybody's happy with the progress that we've made since last year.
We try not to set any goals as far as, how many games we're going to win or anything like that. All our goals are more set to, being champions, being how you're going to play in the process of how we're going to play.
After countless hours in the weight room and on the practice field, the season was finally at hand. LSU opened against Louisiana-Monroe on August 30th at Tiger Stadium. It actually took more than a quarter and a half for the Tigers to get on track. But once they did, there was no looking back.
Back, here's a man in motion, and Mock rolls to the near side, throws it complete, touchdown. Rolling to the near side, toss is complete, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Joseph Adai does though, and it is complete, and hit hard and driven down just short of the first man. A fumble on the play, perhaps. Tigers think they have the ball, and they do. Mock stands in the pocket, throws complete to Clayton. He's got some running room. Beats his man. That'll be a touchdown. I think they got the play off, but there's no whistle. He is tackled and tries to throw the ball again. He threw the ball away. Got to punch it into the end zone. High formation strong and easily carrying it in is Chiron Carey. The throw is rushed and is he clean? Intercepted by Jack Hunt. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He scored! 31-yard interception return for a touchdown. And over the middle. It is caught by Clayton, and he slipped the tackle at the 45. Loses a guy, and down the sideline he goes, and nobody's going to get him. Clayton's going to take it 60 yards for the score.
When it was over, the Tigers had amassed 474 yards and 49 points, while limiting the Indians to a single touchdown and less than 60 yards rushing. It was an impressive first step in LSU's long and winding road to New Orleans. A week later, more than 8,000 LSU fans followed their Tigers out west to Tucson for a matchup with the Pac-10's Arizona Wildcats. The LSU offense was in rare early season form and scored on its first 6 possessions of the game.
27-yard attempt, and he's got the distance. He got it. Hawk tosses it out to a die. He's got a shot, and he is in for the score. Runs the option, will take it himself, and he spins into the end zone for the touchdown. Straight back to throw this time, it does. It is caught by Clayton, I believe, breaks one tackle, then another down the far sidelines. 20, 15, 10, he's at the 5, and he scores! Kendall has time to throw, and he throws it way downfield. Avery Henderson wide open. He's got it at the 10, he's at the 5, and he scores!
While the Tiger offense roared, the dogged defense refused to yield a single point.
Dove on to see did LSU get it on the far side of the field. Yes, they did. A straight drop to throw is in the pocket, and down he goes, back around the 15-yard line.
The LSU domination continued in the second half.
Carey is the running back, bangs ahead, he's in for the score. Randall tosses it out, coming to the near side, to the 25, to the 20, breaks a tackle, 10, and out of bounds at about toss sweep, trying to come to the near side. No place to go. Down he goes. Nice defensive play. Skyler a chance to run it back. Makes the catch, cuts to the outside, goes the other way. Now he's got some room to run. He may not get him. 40, 35, 30. Look at him go. He's going to take it the distance, and the Tigers score.
The Tigers followed up their 59-13 triumph at Arizona with a home game against Western Illinois. Surprisingly, the Leathernecks gave LSU a game for most of the first half, but the Tigers never lost their composure.
There's a snap. He drops back to throw. Here they come. He throws over the middle. Clayton at the 5, and he is in for the score. He drops straight back to throw. He does throw, and it is caught by Clayton. Slips a tackle. 20, 15. He is at the 10, he's at the 5, and down he goes. There's a snap, this time a good one. Tigers are coming, and they block it. And will have it at the 12-yard line.
Leading 6-0 with 3 minutes left in the first half, the Tigers strung together a 54-yard drive, culminating in a Chiron Carey touchdown. And then the onslaught was on.
Way down the field, and it is intercepted by Corey Webster. He'll take it back the other way at the 25 to 30. Gets a block, still on his feet, stops and throws it deep. Skylar Green is down there. He has got it. Touchdown! There's a snap. Hawk looks to run it himself, comes to the outside, and he got it in at the 8-yard line. Henderson in motion. Hawk will keep it himself. Throws it into the end zone. Touchdown to Skylar Green.
After 3 games, LSU had outscored its opponents 143-27. But the start of the SEC season was just a week away.
We got a great football team, a very good football team coming in here. They won it last year. And we got to be up to the challenge. We got to get everybody ready to go. We got to get well prepared, and we got to be ready to play with a lot of intensity. But again, when they come and play here, all right, we control how they think. We control it. We create whether we win. We create whether we lose.
7th-ranked Georgia would be the first SEC rival to challenge the Tigers in 2003. But this game was more than an early season conference showdown. The eyes of the nation were watching.
The atmosphere that starts the night before the game is phenomenal, and it builds on Saturday. To see the smoke in the air from the cookers, and you can smell that Cajun food cooking. And tailgating goes on a lot of places, but I think it has a special Louisiana flavor down here, and that's what makes it one of my favorite places.
People who have not had the experience to get to Tiger Stadium, it's one of those things that I would recommend you have to do. If you're a college football fan, you have to make the visit.
As kickoff approached, another capacity crowd and national television audience settled in for what would be a classic battle in the bayou. The teams toyed with each other in the first quarter. The LSU offense had its moments, and so did the defense. But the Bulldogs drew first blood.
There's the snap, and the kick is underway, and it is good. Georgia gets on the board first.
Even though Georgia grabbed the early lead, it could have been worse.
He is down to the LSU 7. Football on the play. Tigers have it on the lead. Yes, they do at the 7-yard line.
The Tigers finally began to mount a drive 10 minutes into the second quarter.
And he's got Green. He's got it at the 30-yard line in Georgia territory. Walk under center. Hand off to Carey. Big hole up the middle. 15. He's at the 10, the 5, and he scores!
The momentum followed the Tigers into the second half. LSU took its first possession and moved downfield, one step at a time, before stalling on the Georgia 30-yard line.
Now, the kick. Gotta hurry. He got it. It just scraped over the crossbar.
Nursing a 10-3 lead, the LSU defense held the Dogs at bay for the next 17 minutes.
Play action fake. He's back to throw, and he's going to go down at the 5-yard line. Play action fake. Green to throw. Is pressured, and down he goes. They got to him.
Meanwhile, the LSU offense moved the ball inside the Georgia 20 before coughing up a prime scoring opportunity. And as good as the defense was playing, a single mistake was too much in this game.
Oh my goodness, he's got the sideline. There's nobody going to catch him. This is going to be a touchdown. Tyson Browning will take it 95 yards.
Suddenly, the game was tied at 10, with just over 4 minutes left to play. The Tigers didn't have any time to waste.
At the goal line, and here he comes, back to the 5, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35, he's up to 40, 45, he's up to midfield! There's Blake Nichols, snap the mark, rolls to the near side. He's looking, and he throws it down deep, and there's Skylar Green! He's got it! Touchdown! Tigers! 34 yards. Green broke behind the two defenders, and Moss delivered the ball.
Now, it was up to the defense to secure victory for LSU.
Lobs it down the far sideline. Babbitt intercepted! Picked off by Corey Webster, I believe. Coming to the near sideline. Webster with the pick. That ought to do it. 32 seconds left to play in the game. The 10th-ranked LSU Fighting Tigers have knocked off the 7th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Final score, LSU 17, Georgia 10.
Wonderful job, man. Wonderful job of competing out there today. I mean, fabulous. This team has a chance to do something extraordinary this year. And you guys just ask yourself, what's your commitment, what's your conviction to what we want to accomplish relative to an extraordinary experience, which today's a great win. Fantastic, guys. Great effort, man.
Well, I don't think that our team really knew how good it was going into that game. I think what that game did actually gave us the confidence and kind of verified that we had a good football team.
Starkville, Mississippi was the site of the next LSU challenge, but Mississippi State was no match for the confident Tigers. After a week off, the Tigers returned to Death Valley for a showdown with the always treacherous Florida Gators. But just 3 minutes into the game, the Tigers made their move.
He's hit a rocket, and Green may have a shot at this one. He takes it in and gets by the first two and has some room to run. 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to take it the distance. 25, 20. He's gone. 80 yards.
Unfortunately, the Tiger faithful didn't have long to celebrate. The Gators took the ensuing kickoff and marched 80 yards to even the score. The Tigers responded by moving the ball to the Florida side of the field before surrendering possession on a turnover. And the Gators reclaimed the lead with a field goal. But this game was far from over. Despite a valiant effort, the Tigers could not overcome on this day. A day that would prove to be the turning point of the season.
The lesson that was learned helped our team persevere through all the challenges and all the things that they needed to accomplish, whether it was winning on the road at South Carolina, Ole Miss, Alabama, SEC championship game again against Georgia, or the national championship game against a great Oklahoma team. They were able to focus on what was in front of them.
A week later, the Tigers revealed their true character, facing a hostile crowd of 82,000 in Columbia, South Carolina. LSU hushed the crowd just minutes after kickoff.
Turn the corner, does. First down and more. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle down the far sidelines. He's down. Walk is Henderson. Short drop to toss and throw. Does. Touchdown. He's going to throw it, and he does. It is caught. First down, 20, 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Play action, fake and throw. Tosses. It is a touchdown. Eric Edwards. Tosses out complete. Benson 15, 10, 5. He leaps at the goal line. Mark Anderson hands the ball over and touchdown. That is Justin Benson. Goes to the far side. He's being chased. The ball is knocked loose. That is a loose ball. It is going to be picked up by LSU and into the end zone. That is a Tiger touchdown. Mark dropping back to throw, lobs it complete, and breaking one tackle is Benson. He's at the 10, still on his feet, 5, and he's down to the 1-yard line. Great effort. Mark under center, hands the ball away. Justin Benson is in the end zone for the touchdown.
And just like that, the Tigers were back on track after beating the Gamecocks 33-7. A week later, it was back to some good old-fashioned home cooking. LSU fans gathered early to prepare a smorgasbord of food and fun to celebrate another big game in Baton Rouge. As game time approached, the fans settled in for another scintillating Saturday night in Death Valley. The Auburn Tigers had hopes of spoiling their fun, but the LSU Tigers pounced on the visitors. Less than 2 minutes into the game.
He drops to throw and does throw, and he's got a man complete. 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Henry Henderson, 64 yards.
Auburn tried to retaliate, but the LSU defense held on 4th and 1 at the 43.
And LSU will take over. Mock straight back to throw. Cocky fires complete. Michael Blake spins away from one tackler. He's down at the 34-yard line of Auburn. First down LSU. There's the snap. Mock is pressure. Throws complete. Blake 15. He's at the 10. 5 and he scores! 18 yards and the Tigers lead it 14-0.
Leading 14-zip, LSU refused to let up.
Driving Green back, he'll have a shot to run it back. Takes it at the 28, at the 35. He's at the 40, 45, got some running room. Cuts to the outside, 45, 40, 35 down the far sidelines and out of bounds. He is inside the Auburn 30-yard line. Toss to Broussard, looking for some place to go. 3, 2, 1, touchdown! Toss sweep to the Cadillac. Oh, he is stopped at the 22-yard line. Drops back to throw. Four-man Tiger rush. And he is going to go down back at the 17-yard line. Campbell with the ball. Dropping back deep to throw. Has a lot of time now. He is chased and down at the 14-yard line. There's Mock and he hands it to Benson. Cuts outside. 45. Foot race 40. 35, 30. 25, 20. Out of bounds. There's the snap. Great drop for Mock. He throws in the end zone. And it is a touchdown. Henry Henderson.
By 10 o'clock that evening, the fans were celebrating a 31-7 victory for LSU. The Tigers took a respite from the rigors of the SEC for a November 1st homecoming matchup with Louisiana Tech. Not surprisingly, the hardest working guy in the stadium just might have been the scoreboard operator.
Working myself so I went to the bone, I fell to my knees and then he sang to me. Working myself so I went to the bone, I fell to my knees and then he sang to me. Working myself so I went to the bone, I fell to my knees and then he sang to me. Working myself so I went to the bone. Take me to a
On November 15th, the Tigers traveled to Alabama to play the Crimson Tide. Bama got the ball first, but was forced to punt after just 3 plays. Skylar Green took it at the LSU 25.
At the 25, at the 30, 35, at the 40.
The Tigers moved the ball down to the Alabama 3-yard line, where the drive stalled. But Chris Jackson's field goal spotted LSU a lead it would never relinquish.
Plenty of time to throw. Does throw. Caught by Clayton. And this is a touchdown. Sends a man in motion. On your side, he's in big trouble, and down he goes for a loss. There's the snap a little high. Here comes the Tiger blitz, and they got him way back at the 15-yard line. Here's everybody coming, and Croyle throws. It's batted into the air and intercepted. Chad Leveille intercepted it. Man in motion. Mock wants to throw and lobs it. It is caught. A beautiful touchdown catch. What a great fingertip catch.
The Tigers expanded on their 17-0 halftime lead in the third quarter, thanks to Matt Mock's arm and the legs of Ali Broussard.
Hand off Broussard. He pushes hard. He's at the goal line, and he's in. My goodness, a steamroller.
Now it was up to the defense to finish the job.
He got a snap, there it is. He drops the throw, steps up from the Tiger rush, but this time they get it. Has plenty of time, throws it towards the end zone, incomplete, batted away at the 2-yard line.
Well, I've never really ever coached a team that has any better chemistry, togetherness, buying into taking ownership for the principles and values that they chose for themselves and that we've chose for this program. Never ever had a better group of guys do that.
Coach Nick Saban had a lot to talk about as his, now third-ranked Tigers, prepared to play 15th-ranked Ole Miss in Oxford. A Rebel win would have knocked the Tigers out of contention for the SEC championship. The pressure intensified early in the game when Ole Miss converted an LSU miscue into 6 points.
And throws, intercepted, that will be a touchdown.
The Tigers responded with a methodical 15-play drive that resulted in Chris Jackson's 45-yard field goal, slicing the Ole Miss lead to 4.
Distance, and he got it. Man, he kicked that one beautifully.
The LSU defense rattled the Rebels, limiting them to just 65 yards the rest of the half.
And he drops back to throw. He is hit, pressured, and down he goes back at the 42-yard line. That's the first time that the Tigers have really got.
Meanwhile, Justin Vincent got the LSU offense untracked just before halftime.
35-30, 25-20. He is knocked out of bounds at the Ole Miss 16-yard line. And coming to the near side, here is Mock, play action fake, throws over to Clayton, and Clayton is at the 5, and he is in the end zone for the score.
After the break, the Tigers turned the defensive pressure up a notch.
Short drop to throw. Has time, and he does throw down the far sidelines. And that one is intercepted, I believe, by Corey Webster.
While the third quarter bore no fruit for either team, the fourth quarter began with a bang.
Fires throws deep. He's got Devery Henderson. He's got it at the 15, 10, 5. He scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Unfortunately, the Tigers didn't have long to celebrate. In spite of constant pressure, Manning moved the Rebels down the field and cut the LSU lead to 3 with just over 10 minutes left in the game. But that would be as close as they would get.
Has plenty of time. Now he doesn't have time, and down he goes. And it's 4th down with 1:55 to play in the game. And here comes the LSU rush, and Manning fell down at the 25-yard line, and LSU will take over.
I just want to say thanks to the defense. I mean, they were awesome tonight, and I spotted them about 7 points down right from the beginning, and it just wasn't personally my best game, but I think we made plays when we had to, and like I said again, the defense was just tremendous.
The emotion probably helped both defensive teams, and we were able to overcome some errors and some mistakes in the game to get what was, I think, maybe the biggest victory all season on the road, and one of the most important ones to get us to the next step of where we wanted to go, which was the SEC championship game.
The Tigers played their final home game of the season against Arkansas the day after Thanksgiving. But this year, the real feast for LSU fans occurred during the game. When it was over, the Tigers had racked up 436 yards and 55 points. They were ranked third in the country with an 11-1 record, heading to Atlanta to play for the SEC championship. On December 6th, the third-ranked Tigers took on fifth-ranked Georgia at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta for the SEC championship. It would be the second meeting of the season for these respected rivals. LSU won a 17-10 decision back on September 20th, but that was now ancient history. The game started slowly, but the LSU defense quickly established its presence.
Green with a play-action fake, drops the throw deep downfield, and it is intercepted. Man comes in motion out behind. Green, play-action fake, is in some trouble, rolling to the near side. Down he goes, back at the Georgia 45-yard line.
Hill's sack snuffed out another Georgia drive, and the Tigers took possession on their own 13-yard line.
Out to Benson. He's got a little running room. Breaks it down the far sideline. He's up to 30, 35, 40. It's a foot race. Nobody's going to get him out of the way. Justin Benson at the 20, 15, 10. He takes it the distance. Touchdown, LSU!
The PAT failed, but the LSU defense kept the heat on.
He dropped the ball. He is going to be tackled in the end zone. That is a safety.
The Tiger offense got the ball right back, and the route was on.
Short drop by Mott. Plenty of time to throw. Does throw. Caught by Clayton. And this is a touchdown. And there it is. Here comes the Tiger blitz. Green is down at the 5-yard line. He is 5 of 10. Snap, place, kick. That one has the distance, and it is good. Green drops back deep to throw, and he is hit, and down he goes. Straight drop to throw, hit from behind and down. Looking, he throws, it is intercepted back to the 10-5, touchdown! Lionel Turner! And he throws it complete, great catch by Clayton. Pump fake, throws deep, there's Devery Henderson, he has got it, and Henderson is out of bounds. Cross straight to Vincent, needs a cutting block, and he is in the end zone for the score. Great job, the Tigers sealed. And he is going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. Hand off to Vincent, slips one tackle, but another, and stiff arms another, and runs past another, and still going. 25-30, 35-40, 45-50. It's a foot race. Goes down at the 30-yard line. What an incredible run by the freshman, Justin Vincent. Late, kick, up, looks good, it's good.
Leading 34-13, the LSU defense finished the Dogs off, and the celebration could now begin.
One ball game is over, and the LSU Fighting Tigers are the 2003 SEC football champions. What a great year it has been, and it ain't over yet.
Hey, dog, we got one more.
I'm Mike Slide, the commissioner of the conference, and I want to congratulate all of you guys on winning this championship in this league. That's one hell of an accomplishment, and you deserve a tremendous amount of credit. And where's Justin Vincent? Where are you? Come on up here. You're our most valuable player. Congratulations. Here it is. Back home, SEC champion.
I can't tell you how proud I am of everybody on this football team. Just a little sad that some of the guys that have worked hard all year couldn't make the trip with us and be a part of this. You guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, a phenomenal job. And you dominated their you-know-what out there today. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. And that's the first time I ever got dumped on with that water that I wanted to get dumped on. I wanted to get dumped on. You know, I'd like to thank the Chancellor back here, Mark Emmert, and I don't know if Skip's here. Did Skip make it or not? Skip's sick. Who has supported, us in every way so that we can have the kind of program that we want to have. And I'm just proud as I can be of this group of guys. And we're going to get to play another game. And I talked about winning 12 games. And this is the first team in the history of LSU that ever won 12 games. we're going to have an opportunity to win one more, too. But I'm going to tell you what, guys, that was a great job. I can't tell you how proud I am of you. Everybody that contributed in every way to this game. I also want to know that I know in my heart I wanted to do this for JB, and we're definitely going to give his wife and his daughter the game ball for this game today for all that he's done for this program. But we got to sing. Yeah. We got to sing.
Remix.
How many?
Remix.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, fighting Tigers, fight all the way. Hey, fighting Tigers, win the game today. Hey, you got to know how you're doing fine. Hang on the ball, hit the wall, smash right through the line. You got to go, touchdown, run up the score. Make Mike the Tiger stand right up and roll. Everybody fight tonight to keep the Golden View. Victory for LSU. T-I-G-E-R-S, Tigers!
After dismantling the Bulldogs, the Tigers moved up to number 2 in the polls. They would now play top-ranked Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl for the national championship.
Deep down inside, I felt this team deserved the opportunity to play in a championship game and to be a part of that. And I think the way it worked out, all 3 teams got to be a part of that. And based on the system that couldn't handle 3 teams at the top, this was probably the best scenario for everyone.
The team arrived in New Orleans on December 28th. They were greeted by legions of fans who had already invaded the Crescent City. While the fans partied, the players were treated to great food, lots of laughs, and more great food.
I'm gonna go back to Louisiana, moving down to New Orleans. I'm gonna go back to Louisiana, moving down to New Orleans. My father's gonna be there, sweetest bride I ever seen. He knows how to open up the door, he knows how to turn on the key, and he can push it into gear and leave the ride up to me. Oh yeah, ride, ride, ride. He's gonna take me on a joyride, driving me like no one can. He's gonna take me on a joyride, driving me like no one can.
Give me a beer, Tiger cheerleaders, come on!
But between the relaxing team outings and made-for-media events was the true purpose of this ultimate road trip: football. The team practiced hard in preparation for LSU's biggest game in 45 years. The workouts were exacting and intense. No detail was too minuscule for this game. The world would be watching, and the LSU Tigers would be ready. The team arrived at the Superdome 2 hours before kickoff. The fans were already there. The LSU faithful worked themselves into a frenzy as game time approached. Finally, it was time to play for the national championship. The Tigers took the opening kickoff and set up on their own 20-yard line.
The first play of the game, hands it away, and Benson breaks it across the line of scrimmage. He's going to go! It's a foot race, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's down at the 17-yard line. Holy cow, on the first play of the game.
But the fans' exuberance was dashed 4 plays later.
Oh, dropped it! He dropped it at the 2-yard line. Holy cow, Oklahoma recovered.
2 plays later, the Sooners would give it right back.
Pump fake, he throws it way down the field, and it is intercepted. Corey Webster, 45-40. He's at the 35. Breaks 1 tackle, goes down at the 31-yard line. Corey Webster, and and he gets the handoff, turns the corner, tries to go to the outside. He's streaking down the far sidelines. He scored! And LSU is on the board.
The LSU defense kept the Sooners in check for the next 18 minutes.
He's under center, taking a long time. This time, play action fake. He is back to throw. He is rushed and they got him. Down he goes, back around the 44-yard line. And the first guy to get there was Marquise Hill.
But then, Oklahoma got a break.
Jones has it blocked. This is going to be an Oklahoma recovery at the 2-yard line. Well, you can see that one coming.
4 plays later, they knotted the score at 7.
He hands it away, and Jones is in for the score.
Unfazed, the Tigers came roaring back.
Play action fake, rolls to the far side, looks to throw, and he does, and it is caught. And that is a first down of around the 40-yard line. Devery Henderson on the far side of the field. A handoff, and fighting hard, Justin Vincent down inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and a flag goes down. Ball drops the throw, does throw complete to the tight end. Jones, he's got the first down, fighting hard, and out of bounds down inside the 30-yard line. Vincent, the lone running back, ball under center. He's handed the ball and breaks one tackle and another. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, he scores! Justin Vincent carries it in with 18 yards out.
Leading 14-7 at halftime, the Tigers were firmly in control of the game. But there were still 30 minutes left to play. And once again, the defense set the tone with its first stand of the third quarter.
The ball, there's the snap, and the play action fake. He wants to run with the football, and he will go down for a loss at the 18-yard line. Here's the snap. Here comes the Tiger rush. He throws, intercepted. Back to the 15, 10, 5. He scored! Marcus Spears! Holy cow! The big guy stepped in front of the pass and ran it back in for the score.
The Sooners took the kickoff and moved into LSU territory before facing a crucial 3rd and 13.
Here comes the Tiger blitz. They're chasing him, and they got him. As he unloads, now they're going to throw a flag.
The Tigers took over on their own 17 and began their journey down the field.
Off drops back to throw and does throw, and it is caught. Michael Clayton on his feet and down inside the 35. First down LSU. Out of the shotgun, Clayton goes in motion. Off drops to throw, and he does, and it is caught. Scott Green, 13, 10. He's at the 5 and out of bounds on the near side of the field. First and goal to go for LSU.
The drive stalled, so Ryan Godet came on to kick a 27-yard field goal that was nullified by a holding penalty. LSU faced 4th and goal at the 35.
Godet's going to try it. He's going to try a 52-yarder. They're going to have to run with it. This will throw it. It's complete to the tight end. 30, 20, 15, 5. He is out of bounds at the 1-yard line. No, they say he stepped out of bounds at the 6.
And so the third quarter ended with LSU leading 21-7. But the Tigers' mettle would be tested as the final period began.
Throws it, intercepted, back to the 30. He's got a lot of room to run. And he is all the way down inside the LSU 25-yard line. High formation, lone receiver far side, hand off to Jones, and he's in for the score over the offensive left side.
Suddenly, the Sooners were within a touchdown of the Tigers. So once again, the LSU defense would be called on to persevere and seal the victory.
He is rushed, he throws, it is batted away, incomplete in the end zone. This is the biggest play of the year. 4th down and 10, Oklahoma at their 49-yard line. And in motion to the far side. White drops the throw. The Tigers coming at him, and they got him! Down he goes at the 40-yard line! It was Ryan O'Connor who knocked him down. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tigers are the national champions! LSU beats Oklahoma 21-14. Holy cow, what a game!
The crowd was absolutely giddy with excitement as Coach Nick Saban and his team were presented with the national championship trophy.
You guys understand why we won this. Right? A lot of things that I just gave thanks for is why we won this. Right? Because of the character, that we have on this team and in this program. And I want the guys that are leaving here to know that you're always a part of this program. We're always here to help you. We wish you the best, and I hope that you take the lessons that you learned from how you competed this year to help yourself be more successful in your life. For the guys that are coming back, you got to remember how you got here and how hard it was and how tough it was to accomplish what we did. It was a lot of hard work. And you got to remember what got you here, because it'll never be easy. And when you're at the top, and we staked the damn flag in the top of the mountain of dominance today, and I'm proud as hell of that. It was a great win, and I'm proud of every one of you.
I think it's been, for me, so enjoyable to be part of this. I mean, just the amount of character guys we have in this team, it's so much fun to come to practice. You don't have to worry about guys getting in trouble or fights or anything like that. I mean, it's just really a neat thing to be part of something like this.
By our fans being there right there with us, wherever we go, as far as Arizona, it didn't matter. Really help us bring another pride to the way we played. I guess it's simply by not wanting to disappoint our state. And we represented well tonight. We represented well all season. And we just take everything that we've gone through in the past 2 seasons, wins and losses, and we were able to have a breakout season.
Nothing takes the place of seeing the pride that the people have in the state of Louisiana relative to what our team was able to accomplish this season. I mean, there's no better feeling that I get when I see that in someone's eye. And in traveling around the state and recruiting, I've seen a lot of people. And to see the effect that what we did had, I never realized that it had such an impact, but it certainly makes me feel good that our team did something to make so many people so proud and feel so good about what we were able to accomplish.
And so, for the first time since 1958, the LSU Tigers were the champions of college football. To reach this pinnacle, they had to win 13 games while enduring formidable adversity on and off the field. They survived intense pressure and a single gut-wrenching defeat. They learned about the frailties of life, but they were a team blessed with character, confidence, and resolve. In 2003, the LSU Tigers scaled the mighty summits of achievement and endured the deepest depths of despair. It was a season that left an indelible mark on all who shared in the journey. As this group of proud young men came together one last time to sing their fight song, the significance of the words took on a deeper meaning. They would never forget this moment and their greatest victory for LSU.
Victory for LSU! T-I-G-E-R-S, Tigers!
Harsh words were said through the sweat and tears. We gave it all with so much pride. Up from the dust we would raise ourselves. This time that extra bit of love is on our side.
FIFA Soccer 2004, rated E for everyone. NCAA Football 2004, rated E for everyone. From EA Sports, now on Engage.
It took a great game plan to bring the LSU Tigers to a national championship, but here's a look at LSU's other winning game plan. At LSU, our focus is on excellence in all that we do.